victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save our King.
Please, can we capture this again, please? Please come, capture this officially. He has done so marvelously well. Please capture it. Thank you. Please, can we have our seats? Right here, we're just going to do a quick introduction. We are at the University of Bolton. We'll go straight to the introductions. And also we have the other beautiful, smiling, gorgeous Sam Johnson. Please round of applause as well. And we have the man who loves the African community and is a researcher. Please, if you don't want to do research, don't go close to him. The next thing is, have you read this paper? Please, a round of applause for our own Dr. Selector Iwe. And we also have our own Minister for Welfare, Minister Christian Okeke. Please, a round of applause for Mr. Christian Okeke. We also have with us Professor Benedict Chigara. He's a professor of law. Please, a round of applause for him as well. We also have with us Professor Christian Harrison. A round of applause for him. We also have with us Professor Jeremy Carlson. A round of applause for him, please. Because of time, we have we all are dignitaries. Clap for yourself as well. We are all here as well. Please, because of time, we'll be moving quickly to the agenda, the proceedings. Please, can we welcome our own workaholic ex-president, Comrade Victor Moses Ishena, as we give us the welcome today.
To drive the economic growth both in the United Kingdom and Nigeria. Just as Greater Manchester represents a beacon of progress and resilience in the UK, Nigeria also embodies a spirit of resilience and determination in Africa. We, the international students of the University of Bolton, aim to ensure that our rich cultural heritage and diverse population enhances the reputation of the university by producing graduates who excel and continue to have a positive impact with their contributions not only in Bolton and Greater Manchester, but also nationally and at a global scale. Your contributions to Nigerian humanity, Your Excellency, is an immense source of inspiration for us and propels us as Nigerian professionals in the UK to continue to promote the values of hard work, integrity, and excellence. Lecturers and researchers at the University of Bolton, which is the #1 university in Greater Manchester for teaching and student satisfaction, have been at the forefront of groundbreaking discoveries and scientific advancements. The university's unwavering commitment to pushing the boundaries of knowledge continues to attract global recognition and respect in the international scientific community and to nurture the minds of future leaders and innovators. Our international students, especially those from Nigeria, deserve commendation for their exceptional achievements. Leaving behind the familiar comfort of home, they have embraced the challenge of acquiring knowledge and skills in the university. Many of the students graduating have surpassed expectations, not only attaining academic success, but also actively engaging in extracurricular activities, community service, and leadership roles. Therefore, as they prepare to graduate and embark on their respective professional journeys, I have no doubt that they will leave an indelible mark in their chosen fields, further enhancing the reputation of Nigeria in the UK. Beyond the academic environment, Nigerians' entrepreneurial spirit runs deep. Several Nigerian professionals in the Northwest have ventured into various industries, contributing to the growth of the local economy and creating jobs. Nigerians' innovative ideas, business acumen, and determination to succeed is part of the driving force behind Greater Manchester's thriving business landscape. We stand as living examples of the potential that lies within our nation, inspiring others to dream big and make lasting impacts. The presence of dignitaries like yourself, Your Excellency, only reinforces the importance of celebrating the achievements and contributions of Nigerians to Greater Manchester. The collective efforts of our academics, students, entrepreneurs, and professionals have not only enriched the university, Greater Manchester, and this country, but also strengthened the bond between Nigeria and the United Kingdom. We are honored to have you here today, And we hope that the achievements and resilience showcased by Nigerians in the Northwest and supported by Your Excellency's presence continue to inspire generations to come. Thank you.
A round of applause for our president. We are privileged to have an intelligent man as our SU president. You can see how articulate and gregarious is. A round of applause for him again. The next man I want to introduce is an innovator in knowledge. I call him an innovator in knowledge because I had a 1-minute chat with him, and what he told me, I was blown away. Please, for all that are students, if you know you are a student of this institution from African origin, from Nigeria, please, can we give him a standing ovation, please, as I welcome our own Dr. Celestin Iwinzi.
We've been trying and we've been doing great. So I really want to appreciate you for coming. And we have our father of fathers, Professor Jerome. He has been a very good I believe in performance. And then he will always tell you that I'm chasing after him. I want to take over as number one. I told him with 35 publications every year, in 2 years, I will take over. But I will remember that I have a father. Yes. So, because the ambassador, the High Commissioner is going somewhere else to join the Vice Chancellor. So I was supposed to speak on building a stronger Nigerian community in the UK. But I'm going to summarize it. Nigeria, I see it is a soup. Somebody says hot soup or pepper soup. It's a soup with ingredients. Ingredients with a whole lot of things. You know, when you make soup, for people like us who cook, you know, my wife is in Sweden, so I know how to prepare some, Nigerian delicacy. And once you miss the pepper, there's something you're missing. Those from, we that were born in Ibadan, we understand. If there's no red inside it, the soup is not finished. The same way it is for those in the East. So we need everyone to come together to make it what it should be. People say, oh, it's the government. I say, no, it's the people. It's the people. Changes must begin with us. If it does not begin with us, we cannot make that impact. And anywhere, I believe that we are all seeds of greatness. Anywhere we are planted, we germinate. Irrespective of how hard it is. Like I always tell my head of school, whatever it is difficult, put me there. When we know how to take challenges, the result will come naturally. Including this program. It was just planned on Friday night. Meaning everybody had gone home. And yet we make things happen. But the Nigerian diaspora in the United Kingdom will play a vital role in fostering cultural diversity, cultural identity, promoting unity and supporting one another. Our goal is to support each one, because most successful men are men who are tired of failing. Like I do tell my students, I don't take excuses, I don't give excuses. Even when I'm sick, I teach. And sometimes I have to stand 9 hours teaching. But by the time I finish teaching, there's this kind of energy that comes back. The energy that you have just done something. So every day I wake up and I tell myself, what are you going to achieve today? And then in the evening, I looked at what have I achieved in the day. And I said, if you sleep 8 hours every day and you live 75 years, you have slept 25 years of your life. So I tell myself, is it to sleep your destiny away or to make an impact? So we have cultural celebration. It's part of the things we are planning and events. Organizing things that will share traditions together. Community organization and associations. Encouraging and supporting community organizations. And, like we say, every event is invented by purposeful people for purposeful living. So we must learn to create events. Like today is an event. Education and professional development, this is where we are in. Our goal is to have Bolton recognized in the Nigerian hierarchy. And we have someone who will make it happen here. The Honorable High Commissioner, we want to tell you that this school is hot. In fact, we have started already. I was discussing with the Minister of Culture over somebody who he wants to make sure he comes here. Because the person said, I want to read law. And I said, we have the best of the law faculty, as I know. And we are, like the SC president said, we are #1 in Greater Manchester. And we want to keep it. But not just only #1 in teaching. We are now we have now moved into research. You know, myself and 2 other colleagues, part of the 6 other partners, we were able to get 3 million EU projects. And that has not been for a long time. One of my colleagues said, you've just been here 7 months and then you hit 3 million. I said it's because those who dare are those who see possibilities. And when you see possibilities, things happen. And we have already mapped out one. In fact, last month, my head of school was begging me to drop from 1 because I was bent on making sure we get it. I said, Celestine, my duty is to protect you so they don't go crazy. We would have gotten it, but I had to listen and I mellowed down. So, that is why we are here, networking and collaboration. I have not heard about the eclipse of the stars. There's no eclipse of the stars. That means stars don't do competition. Whatever we do, as I always tell our staff, we don't do competition, we complement. The problem, when you start seeing others as competition, you become, you create an avenue of hatred and bitterness. Whatever we do, we complement each other. Just like the soup. The pepper needs the soil, the oil, it needs the dry fish, the oporoko. It needs everything to make it work. And once we come, there's, why? Because I believe we're all created differently. We are unique. And because we are unique, we make things happen. And that is why, as a department, we don't look down on anyone. Because what you have, I don't have it. So, we complement each other. Community support and welfare, our duty with the Student Union President is to make that happen. Not just to the Nigerian community, but also to students at large. It takes many colors to form a rainbow. And that is what it is. In physics we call it Roy beef, the 7 colors. But without that combination, the rainbow will not be formed. So we need to form rainbows of our destiny. Cultural exchange and integration. This is why the Honorable High Commissioner will be, dining with the Vice Chancellor and others today, because we are talking about integration. We're talking about using the PTDF. We're talking about bringing all the programs in Nigeria and bringing them here to make things happen. So, youth and next generation engagement. The best investment is to invest in the youths. And that is because Nigeria, we actually have the highest youth. There's a whole lot of things going on in Nigeria. People like us have foundations at home, where I have every year 23 people on scholarship. And then I have foundation with, the goal is not just to make it alone. No, the goal is to raise people that will look at what we are doing and make it work. We recently donated 25 computers to Nigerian police in Delta. And I told them and making sure it works. And then we have offering what we give the widows every 3 months. We have 100 widows on our work list. It's not just that we are outside the country, but we're also making impact in Nigeria. So, there's always room at the top as we grow collectively and enjoy the power of unity. Together we can make it work. Thank you again.
A round of applause for I don't exaggerate saying that. You can see I didn't even go beyond to the part of him being a humanitarian. A round of applause for him again. Because a lot of us forget home easily. And the whole essence of humanity is giving back, imparting humanity. Please, a round of applause for Dr. Celestine again. Like Dr. Celestine mentioned, one of the reasons why His Excellency is here is to support the School of Creative Arts and Technology. And we are privileged to have the head of the School of Creative Arts and Technology. Please, with a standing ovation, all students, please give a round of applause for our own beautiful Sam Johnson. Thank you. know, as head of school, I think she has done great bringing the ambassador here, and it shows that she cares for our students. And I believe we'll be supporting some cultural events. Just as you can see, I'm fully on my cultural attire. If you don't mind, a personal invitation from me tomorrow, so I'll be there. Showcase my cultural attire. A round of applause for me too. So right away, we'll be hearing from our father, because we are in Africa, St. Johnson, we respect elders, and he's a father to us. And it's not just because he's the ambassador right now. He has a deep root in knowledge. He's Harvard trained, as I said earlier. And he has been in leadership for quite a while, being a commissioner, being the minister. Please, a round of applause for him again. I would have said, let's put us together so you run for president.
I must say that I'm really happy to be here today. During summer period, High Commissioner is always busy. An average of 3-4 programs outside. But I had to put that aside to spend 2 days here. One of the major reasons has to do with the fact that the present and the future belong to you people. Some of us at 62 foreign students, particularly Nigerians. The Home Office is coming up with some immigration policies that would not really make that possible. So I took it upon myself to seek for a meeting with the Home Secretary then, Priti Patel. And you all know she's a tough woman. But I was able to convince the Home Office on the need to ensure the promotion of people-to-people relationship. That, yes, it's important to promote government-to-government relationship, but government will come and government will go. And that Nigeria so cherish Britain to the extent that our curriculum, right from primary school to the tertiary institution, is still patterned after British curriculum. So for any Nigerian, the first place to further his or her education is Britain. But then, I discovered that even the enrollment of Nigerians in Germany, in China, in India was far ahead of that of Britain. But I feel happy today that 10,000 per annum of that year has turned now to become 35,000. Some of you will recall that at that point, as a follow-up to that, the British High Commissioner in Nigeria actually made a video broadcast encouraging Nigerians to enroll into British institutions. That was the outcome of that engagement. But I'm told that we're having a challenge now. Yes, I said, well, a challenge is meant for human beings to solve. And we will also solve that. We are being challenged on account of dependent relations that come with the students. It's a challenge, but we'll resolve it. Nigerians are very resilient people. Nigerians are very resilient people. And if you look at our history, what we have survived, not many nations have survived such these days. We went through a civil war. We went through so many crises. By the time the whole world thinks we are getting into the precipice, we have bounced back again. That is the spirit of Nigeria. And I'm happy today that what I'm seeing is the Nigerian spirit. So I can go to other parts of Britain and tell them that I found Nigerian spirit in Bolton. What is the Nigerian spirit that I have found here? That is the greatest, what has become the greatest challenge for us in the UK. I've not seen it here. And that is bonding and networking. We have 7 MPs in the House of Commons today. British Nigerians. whether they were conservative, but are they bonding? I'm not sure. As of today, we have the student board. When I came, I wrote to all the universities with a view to establish relationship. But I'm told that there's GDPF, data protection, that universities are not obliged to give me the names of Nigerians that are here. And the same thing in many universities. So I said, I'm not going to give up, because I believe that your generation is the one that will take us to where we're going. The diaspora community of any nation is very key. And if you see the way Chinese, British like Chinese and Indian British bond together here, I see no reason why I cannot do that. This bonding is very important. Will continue to be a good to exit the stage of action. And I strongly believe in education, because that is the greatest asset that any nation can have to develop. When I came here in May 2021, there was a downward trend in the Nigerian enrollment. So, what are we saying? We're saying that from here today, I'm totally challenged the Bolton community to fashion out a model for me on how to bond and network, particularly network among Nigerians. Even when some of our people come for renewal of passports, application of passports, they will be on the queue and they don't talk to each other. You know, everybody will be working on the phone. So sometimes I've just seized the phone and I said, hey, some of you go to mosque, you go to churches, you said, you know, Almighty God should bless you with a helper. And he will place your helper just in front of you. And you'll be there for 30 minutes, busy with your phone. And you say God has not answered your prayers. How is it? So, even the British community that I was there about 40 years ago, studied here. Anytime you are coming from the library, the old women will ask you, the weather is nice today, isn't it? They start a conversation. I don't know whether it's still so. That is starting a conversation from British people to Nigerians. And we Nigerians, do we engage in such conversation? The answer is no. We like to follow primordial things, ethnicity, religion, those kind of things don't develop countries. Our unity in our diversity is where to go. Our diversity should be a strength and not a liability. As of today, because of our strength, we have the president of the African Development Bank, you know, in Nigeria, from the southwest of Nigeria. We have the Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations, Amina Mohammed, in Nigeria, from northeast part of Nigeria. And we have Mr. Bankole, who happened to be the chairman of Security and Political Committee, the most strategic committee in the African Union, also from the southwest. And on top of it, we have the Director General of the World Trade Organization, Ngozi, from the southeast. I beg your pardon. Okay, from the south. You know, what am I saying? If we are not Nigeria, if we are not Nigerians, how do you think that would have been possible? We would just be a Republic, a Republic, and we won't even have a voice in the international community. We are being respected because of our population, 225 million people. I always tell my British friends that you can take 4 Britain out of Nigeria. And so our diversity must be optimized. We have what it takes to be great. Because these primordial divisions, this man is Igbo, this man is outside, we should do away with it. Just like we have in Britain here. Of course, there are Scots, there are Irish, there are English people, but they don't put that in the front corner. It's still one United Kingdom. So we have a lot to do on that, and I'm giving that charge to you to start with your fellow students across the UK. How do you come together and bond? And come to me with a representative National Association of Nigerian Students in the UK. I have not seen one in the last 2 years. I've been looking for it. So I challenge you to make it possible. Mr. President, kindly get in touch with your counterparts in other institutions and come to me that yes, we have it. There are a lot that we can do with that. That is on that. Then comes our country. The challenge, another challenge that we have is lack of patriotism. We attack our leaders, and I'm not aware that any country that engage in attacking its leaders will develop. As you go through that trajectory, you really sympathize for us. We had our first Prime Minister, what did we do to him for serving Nigeria? We took him to a bush and killed him. His corpse was found 3 days after. And from there we moved to Rossi. He was on official toilet, but we killed him. From there we moved to Gowon. Gowon went to Addis Ababa and he couldn't just come back. Then from there we moved to Murtala. We killed him. Then Murtala got to Obasanjo. Obasanjo was lucky to escape. After came Shagari. He was overthrown. We put him in detention. He lost, became blind. What was the reason? Just for serving Nigeria. Then from there, we moved to Buhari, first time. He was overthrown, kept in solitary confinement. I mean, wasn't even allowed to witness the burial of his mother and so on and so forth. And then after Babangida came, when of all these years, we humiliated him out of power. Then came Abacha, who died on the throne. Abubakar was lucky 9 months on the way. We had Obasanjo. What did we do to him? On account of the first time, he was humiliated out of power. Then from there, we moved to Yar'Adua. Unfortunately, he died on the throne. Then from there, we go to Jonathan. What did we do to Jonathan? After Jonathan came who? What did we do to him? It's not a laughing matter. Each time you try to bring your leader down, you are gradually killing your country. Because those leaders, they need to come together. You know, join hands with whoever is the present occupant for the development of the country. Now, we are starting with Tinubu. It's this, it's that, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. So, we need to have a rethink. We can make our points known. We can criticize our leaders. But we should stop destroying them. So I'm throwing that the second challenge I'm throwing to you. Finally, you have all been good ambassadors here with the report that I hear. So please continue to be good ambassadors. And on our part, I assure you that whatever support that is necessary and the mission, we will. I would have loved to stay more with you, have a lot of interaction, but I don't want the Vice Chancellor to feel that we Nigerians don't keep to time. because I have an appointment with him for 6:30. I'm already running late. I just hope that I'll have the opportunity to come back so that we can have better interaction. Once again, I congratulate the graduating students, and those of you who are here too, I wish you success in all your endeavors. God bless you very much.
quickly, we have a gift for Your Excellency. So it's going to be presented by Sam Johnson, the head of the School of Creative Arts and Technology. Please, a quick question.